How's it going? This is me in my full quarantine glory. Last time I actually put on some makeup and I don't know, did I wear something? I don't know. But I definitely put some effort versus today I'm like, all right, let's just do this thing. So, uh, we're now officially at 1 week of shelter in place here in the Bay Area, and I don't know where you're watching from, but I am sure this has affected your life significantly. And we're all trying to figure out what does our day look like? What does our week look like? What do we even do with ourselves? And I'm sure there's a lot of parents getting frustrated with homeschooling kids. And this is where I'm really grateful my daughter is 21. But that's got its challenges too. Though it's pretty chill. We can get along really well, but we have our moments. I've been trying to stay on my self-care a little bit. Definitely been reading, doing my audiobooks. I've been doing a little meditation, doing a little bit of workout, though I can be a lot better on that. I'm getting a little fluffy and soft. And what else have I been doing? I've been doing a lot of work stuff. So I started this YouTube channel. That was huge for me. This is something I've talked about doing for, I want to say it's actually been 2 years. And for whatever reason, I've had fear around doing it. And I guess I just didn't really want to put myself out there like this. Or I thought I didn't, or I was nervous too. And already, I think if you've seen my last video, I think you can tell that this one is a lot more comfortable than that one. I think just doing that first one really took a lot of that fear and awkwardness away, and doing it and posting it, because I've done a lot of other videos but I've never posted it. So that, I think that's the key thing, right? It's like going for your first interview, or for my daughter, her first open call. It's so scary and nerve-wracking to put yourself out there, and you've never done it before in that realm, so you don't know what to expect, and it's scary, and then you actually do it and you're like, oh, okay, so that's what it's gonna be like. And so it's funny, I just wrote a blog post about this on my website, thephoenixmentality.com, called Choose Courage, where I talk about pushing past your fear and your comfort zones, and the only limits that there are the ones that you're setting for yourself in your own mind. So I think I'm really good about not falling into that trap, but still there are some things for me too, like everybody, where I'm like, no, it's okay, I'm safe right here, when you can be missing out on something really great, or something that you're meant to be doing. So if you haven't read my blog, read it. There's some good stuff in there. Sounds like I should be reading it too. So for work, I've done the YouTube channel. What else have I done? I set up a GoFundMe today, and I thought of a few different ways and made a post about it on how I can kind of help my clients, and they can kind of help me through this. So my shop is closed, and they said April 7th when they first started this, but I have a feeling that we're looking at least a couple of months. We shall see. So I've been looking at ways to generate income, and one that I came up with, which isn't totally original, people are doing this, is home root touch-up. So you come to my house, I will give you a paper bag, and in the paper bag will be gloves, a tint brush, which I don't have, and a couple containers. One will have your custom color formula, and the other will have the developer. And so you take that home, and you're gonna mix that in a plastic or ceramic bowl, just non-metallic, and you're all set until hopefully the next time I can color your hair will be a month later, but we shall see. So for now, I've got this little guy for $25. So I figured Madison Reed is offering the same kind of thing. It's a little bit fancier, clearly, for around the same price. And that's not even their custom formula. I mean, they market it as such, but So that's one thing. Another thing is that I use Dove&S products. I'm a Dove&S exclusive salon, and I can direct ship those to my clients now, so they can place orders with me, and then I'll direct ship them out to their house. And the tinted Olaplex, if you saw my last video, I'll be making custom tinted Olaplexes for people as well. So those are a few things that I've been doing. I also have plants. I'll show you my plant babies. So these are my cute little Pilea. This one I feel like is not so good. It's kind of worked out. People have been wanting these, but I haven't felt like they're totally secure, like rooted and established. So I've been propagating, and that's something I'll continue to do through this quarantine. But I love plants, and I love sharing my love for plants. So I'm selling these at a really good price. So now that my business is temporarily dead, I've been having to find other ways. And so I think all of us need to be doing things like this, whether you're crafty or handy. I feel like whatever we do in our day-to-day work, there's more that we can be offering, either in that realm or something else entirely that we're interested in or good at. So there's a lot of things that you can be doing to either like help, whether it's volunteering, or if you need the money, ways that you can maybe find some side hustle that you can at least make some food money, pocket money for right now through this time, if you've been forced on unpaid leave as well. If you have any ideas that you want to share with the community, you can leave them in the comments. Oh, so I've got a blowout tutorial. It's just, well, it doesn't look really good right now. I chose comfort. I did all that work and then I just put the beanie on. It's like when a dude comes in for his haircut and he puts a baseball hat on immediately. But I did my own blowout today, and this is what my hair looks like when I round brush it. It was kind of a quickie. I just wanted to kind of show like the movements and whatnot, how you hold the brush and the blow dryer, more for clients than stylists. It's very basic, but that's coming up next. And then I think the next one I'm gonna do the hair color. I didn't have time to get to that today, but tomorrow I should. Thank you for watching. All right, this is my hair with a quick paddle brush blowout, but I thought I would do a quick tutorial on round brushing. Round brushing for long hair in particular, because it's a little different on my hair than if you have, say, like shoulder length. But no matter what length of hair you have to protect it. So before I did my blowout earlier, I applied oil all-in-one milk, kind of everywhere, mids to ends. And then after that, I did a cocktail of liquid spell and oil, about 4 pumps of each for my length of hair. Now, the combination of those products helped to strengthen, soften, and gave me a little heat protection from that blowout. But now, since I'm going to be working it a little bit more with my ratty old hand-me-down from work round brush, we are going to use Melu Hair Shield. This is more protection than I need for a blowout. It's really made for iron work, but it's nice and light. I don't really want to put more oil in my hair. So we're going to part it from about top of the ear, or the occipital bone, which is this bone that protrudes out in the back there, and clip everything that is above that out of your way. And then you're going to spray the Melu Shield. Brush it through. And then I split it in half. I don't have a ton of hair. If you have a lot of hair, you might want to do something a little different. So then what you're going to do is you're going to take the brush and get it kind of close to the root. and wrap your hair more to one side of it, if you can see that, so that you can wrap the rest of your hair around the other side like that. So do you see what I've done? Wrap it around and then wrap that bit around the other side. So you have pretty much one full rotation around the brush. And then when you get the dryer on it, I want the nozzle should be about like this, not like this or like this. So think of your hair is like shingles on a roof, the cuticle layer, running down from your roots to your ends. So if you are to blow it up this way, you're kind of roughing up those scales and making them kind of cause extra frizz. And you're also getting these little baby hairs that we always move out of the way when we do our balayage and whatnot. So now that you got those two tips, let's see it in action. Now, you can let it sit like this for a minute. You can hit it with a cool shot button, but the longer you let it set and cool in the position that you want it to, the more staying power it's going to have. So I'm going to unwrap it now, and I'm going to wrap it back the other way. So I want it to kind of wave away from my face just a smidge. I'm not trying to make my hair wavy. I'm just trying to give it a little bit of movement so it's not totally straight. Now we'll repeat that with the other side. And you have to bear with me. I kick ass at doing blowouts in the salon, but I never do my own hair, so I'm probably about as awkward as you are. Maybe a little bit better, I hope. And just like the other side, I'm gonna let that set in for a minute. And then I'm gonna unwrap it away from my face and try not to get caught in the brush. So you can kind of see what's happening here. It's gonna give me just a little bit of a soft wave. Now, basically with my amount of hair and my head shape, I break it off into thirds. We go from the top of the ear down, and then about my recision. Now that's that area where your hairline kind of goes in. It's not receding, it's just called a recision, this right here. So about the recision on both sides until your fingers meet in the back. And then clip that out of your way. So now with all of that, let's see. Wow. So that's 4 sections. You notice my brush got a little stuck there, so I immediately pulled that dryer away from the hair, because if you don't pull it away, you're just gonna fry it. I've seen a lot of clients come in with weird breakage spots, and it's from that very thing. So you can kind of see that piece there. Okay, with our last section, we're gonna do our last spray. And this one I'll divide into 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh. This is one of the many reasons that I don't blow out my hair. Sounds all good till you get to the end and it's like the top and you have to raise your arms up like this, and it's a lot of work. Oh, and I can't forget the bangs. Okay, for the last product that I'm going to use in my hair, this is a Dry Texturizer from Davines. What I love about this is I always say it does what you used to wish hairspray would do when you weren't using it to just set a style, you were doing it to like kind of rough your hair up and give it that oomph, you know? So there it is. I feel like my hair doesn't look that much different when I put a good amount of effort into it versus when I don't. So I usually don't do anything like this, but I definitely feel like it has more fullness and my hair itself feels softer. So that's nice. But hopefully that helps some of you. And if you have more questions, please leave a comment for me and I will totally answer. And I will also make sure all these goodies that I use today, I will make a list of all the products and leave that down below in the description as well. So I'm not a drinker, but I just discovered these like spiked kombucha, and oh my gosh, I love them. And luckily for me, I'm such a cheap date that I'm halfway in and I'm already like feeling it. So I'm just celebrating my 1 week of quarantine, making it through with my head still intact, and because there's a lot of things that I'm figuring out that like, yeah, it's a lot, and I know you're all going through a lot too. And if there's any way I can help, please let me know. If you have any video ideas that I can do, please comment. I hope that blowout walkthrough helped you. Like I said, I have really easy hair. Like, I wish I had like hair that I can really show you how to like smooth the frizz, and I'm just kind of frying my hair if I was to show you how to do that on my own. But I do have a daughter who has curly hair, so maybe I'll get her to like model for me. This is what she does for a living. So yeah, if you have any ideas for me, I would love to hear it in the comments. I think this video is a lot better than the last one. Do you feel it? I can feel it. The last one I was like, I'm still gonna put it out there. So if I don't do it now, I'm never gonna do it. So same for you guys. Whatever you've been wanting to do and you've been holding yourself back, if you don't do it now, you're never gonna do it. So cheers to 1 week Bay Area. We'll get through this together. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, all the things. And I will see you soon.